Alright dudes, welcome back. It is Punt Factor here. We are going into League Match 5. We are currently 2-2. And man, that felt bad against Amulet dropping that last game. What do you do? When you rip their payoff with a Thoughtseize and then they top deck a Summoner's Pact, not much you can do. Didn't have removal for Dryad. But that's okay. Let's go into League Match 5 here. Pretty okay hand. Little land heavy, but I think we're going to keep it. I don't like not seeing what our opponent's on. I didn't play out the Vert in there because I didn't want to have to... what do we got? Noble Hierarch. There's a Goyf, so definitely punished for not playing. For not playing the Verdant Catacombs there. Oh, it's this deck. That's cool. Oh, I hate this deck. Well, what a crappy way to end this league, honestly. What a crappy way to end this league. I was pretty stoked to play Amulet. Like, I'm totally good with playing that matchup. I enjoy it. It's a fun match to play. This deck needs to go away. And the problem, this deck, it's consistency, because it's a very inconsistent deck. But the problem is, and I think everybody can agree, you don't play Magic with this deck. It can sometimes win on turn 1 before you can even play a card. And turn 2, it just consistently does its thing, and it either fizzles or it doesn't. And you can't even like scoop. Like, I can't scoop to this right now because it's possible that they'll fizzle. Yeah, and then just next turn, they'll swing in. Unless I draw a removal spell right now for Grishelbrand, they will swing in and gain life, and then start the process all over again. It's just the most frustrating thing. See, I should not have played that fetch land because I have a tracker in hand, but it honestly just doesn't matter. Okay, swing in, hit me for 8, gain 8. You got it. And then start your combo. There we go. You got it. So we're looking for, in this matchup, we're looking for ways to, like, hopefully we draw our path. And even path isn't a guaranteed win against this deck, because a lot of the times you'll path and then they'll just continue to combo on the stack. So what's this? Oh, that's cute. Huh, that's a new one. You got it. Ah, stupid. So frustrating. And I can't imagine this deck is that fun to play. Damping Sphere does some work because they can't cast that many spells and they're mana hungry. Ramanap doesn't matter here. I guess I can bring in Surgicals. I guess I bring in Ashiox. Skews is somewhat okay. Coursers just do not matter. Fatal Pushes don't matter. I mean, I guess they have a Noble Hierarch. But maybe we should... keep in cards that help us dig. I don't know. This is honestly just... It's a crapshoot. It's literally... And I don't get salty. I really don't. You know, people play crazy decks, and that's great, and it's fun. But this is one deck that I play against that I just despise. I absolutely despise playing against this deck. So we have the tools that we need, but we have no land. So that's cool. Okay, at least we have Damping Sphere and Path. So we're going to keep it, and we are going to get rid of Courser. So watch, this would be a turn that if I did not have Path to Exile, watch, they're going to go, yeah, they're probably just going to go off here. Okay. Now the question is, do we play down a Damping Sphere? Or do we hold up Path? I think we play our Damping Sphere out. And then hope we draw a land. Play down Dark Confidant, holding up Path to Exile. And let's hope they don't have a way of killing that. Okay, so we can play our Bob. We can play that, and so we're holding up Path, and we're going to start drawing cards. So they're probably going to grab something to blow up Damping Sphere. Abrupt Decay. So we can play our Goyf as a 2/1. God, that's horrible. But we have to keep Path available. We absolutely have to. Yep. Neoform. Yep. I think they screwed up. Thing is, do we path them right now? I think we do. I screwed that up. Oh man. That was a punt. I should have had this game. I thought they had to cast this still. I didn't realize. But they're just going to do it again next turn. Unfortunately. And then next turn they're going to have more than enough mana to get rid of our Damping Sphere. That's the other disgusting thing about the deck is like they do this and then they just have the perfect 7 that they need. Okay, so all right, our opponent's turn. Sure. Just F6. Let them do the thing. Definitely screwed up that path to exile. To be fair, though, so if I didn't path him then, next turn he would have swung in, would have gained 8 life. I would have felt inclined to path him then. And then he just, well, I guess Nourishing Shoal. No, it's an instant. Yeah, he just would have like shoaled in response to my path at that point. If I didn't path, he would have gained the 8 life, started the dance. It's there's no good way around it. I think it's funny. So like KCI, I don't know. I'm sure every single one of you, and by that I mean one person watching this, you remember KCI, and Wizards' big thing with KCI was like, it creates like a lot of, just unfun experiences to the gaming community. And it's like, and I understand that Neobrand isn't where KCI is or was. KCI was like on all the top tables doing the thing, being crazy. But this deck still exists. Like, people still have to play this deck. And it's just not fun. So what's the best here? What, we play Tracker, we play a land. Five, six, seven, eight, nine. We might as well crack. Yeah, we might as well crack. I don't think we're going to be doing much with 2 mana. Abrupt Decay. Sure. So now's the turn that they just go off. Okay. So if we get rid of Allosaurus Rider, I think that's the card. Right? So I think Allosaurus Rider is the one that allows them. Eight. Evolution. What else can they get here? Okay. Yeah. Somehow got through that one. Run it back and hope they don't win on turn 1. Freaking hate this deck. I am very surprised that Wizards just didn't ban this deck solely on the premise that it is just an atrocious experience to play against. It's non-interactive. I mean, for the most part, you know, it is very non-interactive. Yep, we cannot keep this. Obviously, it's a 1-lander. Mulligan. This hand is just... The unfortunate thing is it's not good enough. But I have to keep it in hopes that we can somehow get to 3 mana. There's no way. There's no way. Okay, I guess we keep this one. Abrupt Decay, is it even good? Let's get rid of Ghost Quarter and another Bob. Did they keep 7? Alright, so here's the turn 1 win here. 2, 3, go. Add a mana. You got it. Cool. Go ahead. Play that thing out. Discard a couple cards. Play it out. Yep, there it is. My opponent's turn 1. Neoform, Allosaurus Rider, Grishelbrand. You got it. It's exciting. Combo. Nourishing Shoal. Or wait, it's okay though if we don't. Because we'll just, on our second turn, we'll swing in, gain 8 life, and then do it all over again. Oh, there we go. That's a cool. Oh, okay, cool. Back to 20. Let's do it again. Still got another draw. This is before I played a land. Yep, Nourishing Shoal. There you go. Still got our Simian Spirit Guides to pitch for Manamorphose. There we go. This is some fun, interactive, engaging, brain-tingling Magic the Gathering play right here. Cool. Laboratory Maniac. Let's Manamorphose into Lab Maniac into draw 14 win. You got it. The only way is if Lab Maniac was the last card in his deck and it doesn't look like it was. Cool. Play it. Oh, wow. That was so much fun. Cool. That pisses me off to no end. Sorry. I'm super salty about that. But I hate paying money for games that you don't get to play. That deck is ridiculous. And it's just stupid. And it's not fun. And it still surprises me that Wizards has yet to do anything about that deck. But with all of that being said, I feel like the only match, I'm not even counting that stupid monstrosity of a deck. The other games we played, I felt like the only game that was very difficult for us was the Euro Bant control. And that's something that I need to look into the sideboard here to try to figure out. But other than that, I mean, I think, the Amulet deck, this deck definitely doesn't do as well as the Green-White Value Town with the Amulet matchup, just because, Value Town's a little quicker at getting a Night down. And, but to be fair, the newer Amulet builds are just a little different. So I think it's going to take some time to kind of figure out how to exactly play against them. I thought we did okay. We got a game out of them. And we just had an unlucky top deck on our part from them after stripping away their payoff with a Thoughtseize. But, that's Magic. That happens. That's fine, But I definitely kind of want to revisit the sideboard for some of those matchups that are more difficult. I could see maybe putting, like, Thrun in. I was actually also talking to my buddy about possibly doing, because we are splashing white, the Eldamri's Call, and having a little bit of a toolbox section in the deck for, some of those creatures. Because the nice thing with Eldamri's Call, on their end step after they cast their ops and whatever else they're doing, if they tap out, we can Eldamri's Call for something. and at least have it in our hand and try to get it down that way. Um, yeah. Other than that, guys, maybe Gideon. I could see the Gideon coming in, but some way of fighting that control match. But other than that, I mean, I'm super happy with the deck. I will say coursers feel a little bit lackluster, but to be fair, we did not play against, you know, burn or anything like that was pressing our life total. And the reason I really like having the coursers in here is because we take damage from Bob. And I do think Bob is pretty necessary. Gives us a lot of card advantage. But I could definitely see potentially cutting the coursers. They just feel a little weak. And when I was playing Green White Value Town, I never sided coursers out, and now I'm finding myself kind of siding them out. So I could definitely see a world where maybe I get rid of some coursers, and maybe I add in, Gideon, or I add in just another value creature, Kitchen Finks, Hex Drinkers, something that I might want to toss into this slot here. Other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed the league, and I doubt you made it this far because that last match was absolute bullshit. But if you guys enjoyed it, I appreciate it. Let me know what you guys think about Neobrand, and stay tuned for some more, Abzan Value Town as I really dive in and continue to tweak the deck. This is Punt Factor bringing you some Value Town of all variety. More to come, guys.